Rabbi Elyashiv said, Rabbi Elyashiv, and he was talking to people in Mea She'arim, he said, every bachura needs a chaver. Every teenage girl needs a boyfriend. If the father has seichel, he'll do the job. The girl becomes 13, she becomes 14, 15. She comes downstairs the first time with a little lip gloss or looking better. She's starting to feel more, right? And she needs a compliment from a male. That's the bria. People used to get married at 14, 15, 16 years old. Hashem wants the girl to start wanting compliments from a man, so that way by the time they need to get married, this is what, so you're filling in that hole. Said Rabbi Elyashiv to people in Mea She'arim, if the father has seichel, you'll do the job. You'll do the job. All they need is that hug. And yet fathers don't, I don't hug my daughter. She'll find someone else to hug. I don't compliment. I'm not close. They're your kid. They're your kid. You got to hug them. And it's the same thing with the boys. They need affection from mommy and daddy. They need to feel totally at ease with you. And if they don't, that means that something happened between the bris and now that made a normal feeling that a child should feel comfortable around his parents that broke that. Very often, the kid misbehaved. We didn't understand why. And we broke the trust, and we punished, and we yelled, and we screamed, and we thought we were doing the right thing, but it wasn't. Okay? For this kid. So whatever it was, it was. You got to undo that. That's part of what we're doing. We're putting the pieces back together on this relationship. We're rebuilding the trust. Trust is a very interesting thing. It takes a minute to destroy, and it could take a year or more to rebuild. It could take many years to rebuild. If a kid internally feels, I don't trust my parents, they have no trust in anybody, they don't trust anything in the world. You have to rebuild that trust at their pace. You can't pressure somebody to trust you. You got to earn it like what you're doing. And over time, they just feel comfortable. And we see this happening when the kids are like hugging their parents for a minute. We had a girl who was holding her father for 2 minutes. He was holding her. Don't let go first. It's very intimate. It's mamish. It's what parents and children should be. Avram hugged Yitzchak. Yitzchak hugged Yaakov. They had love. They hugged. They kissed. Somehow, we lost that. Probably due to the Holocaust. And kids need it. Today, the kids mamish need it. You go on the street, every kid on the street, hey, hugging each other. I never hugged anybody in yeshiva. Now I see Bachram hug each other. When I was in yeshiva, nobody hugged. You too? Yeah, nobody hugged. And you, what about you? Anybody? You hugged? We didn't hug. Now in Bachram, I seen yeshiva Bachram, they hug each other. It's like great. And they say like, I love you, man. I love you. I love you. Like they just, there's much more ahava, which is very good. It's very important. So I never hugged anybody. And all of a sudden I went on the street, hey, hug. I'm hugging all these guys. Why are they hugging each other? They're desperate for it. They need it. We have to give it to them. If the father has seichel, he'll do the job. If the mother has seichel, she'll do the job also, because these are broken kids. He was talking, Rabbi Elyashiv was talking about healthy, from Mea She'arim girls. We're talking about broken kids. It's the boys and the girls, and it's all ages, even those now we're seeing now who are 30 years old. And they're so broken. They're so broken that they need their mommy and their tati just like an 8-year-old, because that's what childhood trauma does to them.